guys, Absolute Duelist here, and welcome to my last match of OP03. Now, this is the final one, guys. This is against not even film kid, just standard kid with tons of blockers and plays the 8 drops. And I've played against this guy a couple of times in the last couple of weeks. He's actually a really, really good kid player. I can't deny it. Like, we've been playing pretty much every week in the finals, and every time I can't get over him. Like, 8-drop kid with tons of blockers is a solid strategy, and when you're playing Trafalgar Law, the way to get rid of it, you would just go ahead and jet pistol with an Otama, but we don't play the jet pistol in this build, so we're going to see how this game goes. It's honestly really fun playing against him as well, because it's always a very tough game, and he doesn't like playing against me either, guys. Like, he knows that it's going to be a stressful game, and it's fun to play against him as well. So this is the last match of OP03. Kid versus Law, like the OP01 meta to an extent. But we're going first, and we're going to go ahead and drop the Nami, adding a 2k broke. So he goes and gets 2 Don, draws for turn, and let's see what he's going to do with 2 Don. So he's going to pay 2 and play both a Bonnie and a Beijing. Pretty good for us. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and rest 2, playing a Dadan, looking at the top 5, adding the Otama. And then we're going to go ahead and swing 5 into life. Does he choose to take it? He is going to take it, okay. And then we're going to rest 1 to play a Bonnie, hoping he doesn't have a way to rest that Bonnie. Like, honestly, it's probably a misplay for me playing that Bonnie as well. Probably shouldn't have done that, but we're going to see what's going to happen. So he's got 4 Don. He could potentially play like, Kiku with another blocker. He could go ahead and use the Bonnie to look at the top 5. He's going to rest 2 to play Nekomamushi to rest the Bonnie and then swing with the kid. Yeah, that's something I should have realized would happen, but hey, I made the mistake, stuff happens, but we gotta keep playing on. So he's gonna go ahead and use the Bonnie. Bonnie's gonna add a blocker Law, which is a very good card to add there, and then it's our turn again. So we're gonna swing 3 into the Bonnie, lets it die, playing around the chance of a Paradise Waterfall. Do not want to deal with that. We're going to swing 5 into life, and he does have the Paradise Waterfall. I'm just like, every time he has 1 Don up, you're going to have that card. We're going to pay 5 to go ahead and play the Law, and then return the Dadan to go ahead and play the Zoro. And we do swing with the Zoro, and he did choose to take it. Okay. So we're running down his life here. Good for us. Making it easy for us to kill him. And we do have a Zoro, which is nice, and we have the Law, which is nice. But we're going to have to see. So he's going to go ahead and swing 5 into the Zoro. We're going to go ahead and rest our Law, going ahead and blocking it. There's no reason in just taking it. So we're going to see what's going to happen next. He is on his 6 Don, so he does have a lot of green options. He can play Don Krieg. He can play a blocker Law to go ahead and restand. He does go ahead and play Don Krieg, killing the Zoro. Okay, like, playing Don Krieg for 1 isn't necessarily great, I guess, but it's not terrible. But we're going to go ahead and play the Dadan, add a Nami. Very good hit there. Play the Nami, looking at the top 5 again, adding a film Zoro. Very good. We're establishing board presence. Now, we're probably going to shambles into that film Zoro that we just added as well. So, let's go ahead and see. So, we're going to pay 1 to play a Makino. Then we're going to go ahead and boost the Nami and swing with the Nami. He's going to go ahead and 1k counter. Getting rid of that Yamato. Very strong card in my opinion. We're going to rest 2 to return the Nami to play a Basil Hawkins. Very good for us. And we're going to swing for 6 into life. Going ahead and taking that. So, he's on his 8 Don turn now. Could be playing a lot. He's going to go ahead and swing 3, I think, Nekomamushi has into the Makino. Killing the Makino, I'm not going to protect it. And he does have a lot. So he's got the ability to do double swing, well, double life with the Don Krieg there. He's going to swing 6 into life. And we're just going to go ahead and 2k it. And he's going to swing the Don Krieg. We're just going to take that because we can't stop it. We don't want to kill our Law here. And he's going to play 2 blockers with the Law and the Sachi, returning, I think, did he return something? I didn't see what he returned. I think he returned the Nekomamushi, now that I'm thinking about it. But, yeah, so he's got 3 blockers with the Don Krieg. We've got the Basil Hawkins, so that is pretty good for us. We should be able to just swing into this Krieg very easily. But let's see what we're going to do, because we do have a lot of cards in hand. So, it looks like I'm just debating my play. We're going to rest 1 to play a Bonnie, then we're going to rest another 1 to use it, looking at the top 5. And we whiff. Sad times, not where we want to whiff. We want to hit like a Law there, or just something that we can add to the hand. And it looks like I'm probably going to shambles here. I would probably shambles after. Like, you know what I would have liked to have seen there? I'd have loved to have seen the restand law. But we're going to go ahead and swing 9 into the Krieg. Trying to waste cards or waste blockers. He's going to go ahead and use the Capone. We're going to restand the Basil. And then we're going to swing another 9 into the Krieg. No, we're swinging 9 into life. Okay. Probably should have gone for that Krieg. But not terrible, not terrible. Okay, so it looks like we're just debating where we want to go with the rest of our Don. Do we want to swing with the Dan? Do we want to swing with the Law? Like, we have to keep a blocker up. Just so we can not get double attacked again with the Don Krieg. So it looks like we're going to put 2 Don onto our Law. Yep. 2 Don onto Law and then probably swing into life. Yeah, we're going to do 2 Don Law and then swing into life. He does choose to take it, putting him on no life. So that puts us in a very good situation now. Him on no life, 2 blockers. Like, we would just need a film Luffy to go ahead and go... Not film Luffy, sorry. We would need a rush Luffy to just go ahead and kill him. But he's on his 10 Don turn now. We do have the Bonnie rested. We've got the Basil rested as well, which is a little annoying. But he's going to swing 5 into the Bonnie. We're just going to let it die, not protecting the Bonnie. And he's going to swing 8 into life. We're going to 2 2k counters. Okay. Then he's going to play the 8+ kid and then play a Sachi with it as well. Very good. Or is that Penguin? I always get them mixed up. So our turn now. So we have to go ahead and swing into this film kid. Like, he's got multiple blockers. We're going to go ahead and play an Otama, which is good for us. We're going to decrease the kid to 6, so we can get tons of swings on it. We're going to swing 8 into the kid. He's going to choose to counter it. He's going to go ahead and counter up to... I think that was counter up to 9. We're going to swing another 6 into it. He did block also the second Basil swing. Okay, we're going to go ahead and swing another 6 into it with the Dadan. Just trying to kill this kid. He goes ahead and counters for 1 again. We swing 6 again. He goes ahead and counters for 1 again, leaving him with 1 card in hand. And at this point, we're going to shambles again, returning the Otama to play a Bonnie. Then we're going to use the Bonnie to look at the top cards. Don't tell me we missed again. Nope, we did hit a Bonnie. Okay. So we've got a lot of cards in hand. We've got the Basil on the board. He does have 2 blockers, which does make this a little harder for us. He also has the Don Krieg. Okay. Now, what are we going to do? So we've got the blocker law as well, so we can survive the swing of the Don Krieg regardless. So he's probably going to start off with that Don Krieg swing into life. Like, that's what I would assume, because if he starts with the Don Krieg swing, he does end up wasting the law blocker, or at least a decent chunk of cards in my hand. So let's see what he's going to do. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and swing. I'm not too sure where that went, though. We're just going to block it regardless. It was I think it was into life, if I remember correctly. Then he's going to swing 9 into the Basil, I believe. So he swings 9 into the Basil. It looks like I'm just debating if I want to counter out. Like, we haven't got a lot of cards in hand. We've only got 4 from the looks of it. Maybe 5? And we do just using a Bonnie, a Dadan, and an Otama. Okay. That's very unfortunate, leaving us with 2 cards in hand. And then he's going to swing with his Law. We're going to go ahead and just let the Basil die at this point. And then he's going to swing with the kid into probably the Zoro, right? Like, I would assume it's the Zoro. The Law. Okay. But that does take out a lot of our potential just to deal with this kid. Okay. So I just okay, so he tapped into the Zoro. And then he plays a Capone. Ah, he has an extra blocker. Okay, that's going to make it really hard for us to deal with this kid. And he has 1 card in hand. So how are we going to play this? We're probably going to start off by using that Bonnie. Looking at the top 5. And it looks like we're just debating what we want to add. What could we add? Like, what would be good here? Like, I guess a Rush Luffy would be good because we can go ahead and just rush into the kid. He can't block it. We go ahead and... Oh, it's a Rush Zoro. Okay. Go ahead and rest 1. Look at using a Nami. Looking at the top cards. We get another Zoro. I think we need blockers here, though, because we've got to stop that Krieg from hitting us. So we go ahead and decrease that to 6 again. We do have, like, 2 swings. So, and the Zoro, so we have a couple of swings. Like, we can definitely swing 6 multiple times. So, let's see what we're gonna do. It's a tough situation. Like, we've got the kid down to 6. He's got 2 blockers and a card in hand. So we've guaranteed at least, what, 3 6k swings? Probably. Because we can put 3 on the Zidane, we can put 1 on the Zorro. We can also just shambles the Zorro as well, which is nice. So we're going to play 3 to play the Zorro. Going to put it on the Zorro, swing into the kid, he's going to counter it. That's going to make our life nearly impossible. So we can shambles out another Zorro, returning the Bonnie to hand. And then we can swing again for 6. And then we can't swing with our leader for 6. Which is unfortunate. So we return the Otama, play a Blocker Law. Very good card to hit there. Probably adding the Nami, or no, adding the Dadan back? No, okay, it looks like we're debating what we want to play there. So we're going to do the Dadan, looking at the top 5. And, we hit nothing. We don't want to be hitting nothing at this point. And we're going to swing 6 into it, and we're just going to pass there. So, we're going to see how this goes from here. Because he does have the 8-drop kid still. It's going to make it hard to get around it. He does have the Sachi and the Law blocker. Will we be able to get past this board on the following turn? Because, like, we've got 2 cards in hand. He's got the Don Krieg. Like, he has a lot of options here. So, he's going to swing with the Don Krieg. We're just going to have to block it. Okay, and that gives him a lot of options to swing. So he's going to swing with Law. We're going to 2k counter with the Otama. He's going to swing with Sachi for 4, and we're going to take it. Okay. And then he's going to swing with his 9 cost, and he swings with his kid, and that's just game. So, last finals of OP03, and I lose it to normal kid. Not even film kid. But guys, I hope you did enjoy the game. This was a really fun game to play, honestly. Very big brain. And it was honestly very hard. Like, we got him down to 0, and then I just couldn't remove that 8 cost kid. The card is so strong and so powerful and still shows how good it is in the game. And honestly, we might even see it still going into OP04, but there are a lot more ways to kill it now with like Rebecca and the Red Rock. So I don't know how far it's gonna go. But guys, hopefully you did enjoy this match. Hope you did enjoy the last locals of OP03, and I will see you guys in the next one. Absolute Duelist signing out. Later all.